hope y'all don't mind if I do a little something unorthodox. I'ma go in the Bible and blend two scriptures together so you can understand what I'm saying. 2 Timothy 2:15, Isaiah 50:1. Study to show yourself approved, that you not be ashamed, to lift your voice like a trumpet. Save my people. The ocean of hypnosis, false prophets of the Gnostic, Antioch, Roman, Gothic, spiritual collusion of the cosmic, stolen doctrine to adopted, origin of sin to religion, star patriarch, prison of schisms, surrogates of heretics, Sibelius, Callistus, the apologist, calendar of Julian, Holy Trinity, coined by Tertullian, gave hope to the band, and Constantine was at his end before he took the brand. Incorporate Easter worship, Mithra, Ishtar, and Babylonian courtships. The papal see decree the Christ idea formed by the Council of Nicaea. Bow your heads to pray. Abba, please send mercy every single day. Abba, who art in heaven, I'm reading answers to the question, studying between the lines, exposing all the lies, to save my brethren and show them how it all begins. Intentional, ecumenical, Flavian, rabbinical, Sunday school, interlude, Roman acts that were identical to the integral, original. Children now turned into minstrels. Let's take a step back. I went too far. Most of y'all don't know who you really are, especially in a church home. The common belief that's believed is a page from Leo's tone. The spasm of iconoclasm, the etiquette of Ephesus. It's all pan-Hellenic, religious, ritualistic, wickedness, starring the Council of Orange. History of abuse that you can't refute. They dilute the truth and selling lies to you. Catholicism birthed all Christianity. Constantine's cross went to conquer all humanity. Bow your heads to pray. Abba, please send mercy every single day. Abba, who art in heaven, I'm reading answers to the question, studying between the lines, exposing all the lies, to save my brethren and show them how it all begins. Romanix, Pontifex, papal edicts, doomed to verses, establishing churches, parent, Luciferian affairs of the vice-gerent, vicar of Christ, blasphemous catalyst, selling souls for a cheap price, ecclesiastical, ink on a sharp knife like a thief in a knife, still to kill the life of a biblical Israelite. Or should I say true Jew, melanated skin of a real Hebrew, altered altars of altered the faith, turn the Sabbath to worship on Sunday, Negro spiritual hysteria and Iberia, the position of Spanish Inquisition, true Jews converted to Christian religion to avoid the barbarism of Catholicism. Bow your heads to pray. Abba, please send mercy every single day. Abba, who art in heaven, I'm reading answers to the question, studying between the lines, exposing all the lies, to save my brethren and show them how it all begins.
For many people, church history is a sort of fuzzy subject. Jesus founded the church, there were crusades, people built huge cathedrals, Protestants broke away and started their own churches, and then the Mass was changed into English. More or less, right? Over the course of 2,000 years, there have been popes, councils, saints, and sinners that have greatly influenced the life of the church. We've dealt with heresies and wars, growth and decline, innovations and adaptations. To have a grasp of it all is beyond even the most learned of scholars. But that doesn't mean that we can't understand the basics. Every Catholic should have a general understanding of how the church has progressed from period to period. This is Catholicism in Focus.
Which are an ancient community of the Israelite exiles. Now this is, for the most part, the general consensus of the largest people in Africa. You do have different groups like the Abu Daya in Uganda who aren't saying they're from the lost tribes but have joined the people of Israel in the large amounts of numbers. One other location I'd like to, actually before I go into this other location, what's fascinating is, which I speak about, is the transatlantic slave trade. A large percentage of it actually came from Igbo territory. So these Igbo today in Nigeria were practicing Jews, numbering the 40 million people with customs and traditions, doing circumcision on the 8th day, were the same exact people brought to the Americas on the transatlantic slave trade. Now, if someone goes to Times Square in New York today, you'll see, African Americans dressed in Israelite outfits and yelling at people saying, "You're not the real Jews, we're the real Jews." And so most people saying, "Well, you guys are kooky, you just made this whole thing up, you made up a religion and an identity." Actually, no, they are the blood descendants, most likely, of the people who, from Israel, were brought from Africa to America. So it's very fascinating.